Picture this. Harold, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Phoenix, arrives at Sky Harbor Airport for his long-awaited trip to visit his grandchildren in Boston. He's packed carefully, double-checked his medications, and arrived 2 hours early, just like he always does. But when TSA opens his carry-on bag, they pull out his trusty Swiss Army knife, the same one he's carried for 30 years, and inform him it's confiscated. No exceptions. Harold isn't alone. Every single day, thousands of American seniors are having their belongings confiscated, facing unexpected delays, or even being denied boarding, all because airlines have quietly changed the rules on everyday items that folks have been packing for decades. 1. Mercury thermometers. Let's start with something that might be sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. That old glass thermometer with the silver liquid inside. If you're like many seniors who grew up when these were the standard, you might still prefer the accuracy of a mercury thermometer over those newfangled digital ones. Here's the problem. Mercury thermometers are now completely banned from both carry-on and checked luggage. The Transportation Security Administration considers mercury a hazardous material because if that glass breaks, it can create a toxic situation that requires hazmat-level cleanup procedures. The incident that really drove this point home happened in 2023 when a mercury thermometer broke in a passenger's luggage during a flight from Miami to Denver. The entire cargo hold had to be treated as a contaminated area, delaying hundreds of passengers and costing the airline thousands in cleanup fees. What to pack instead? Digital thermometers or alcohol-based glass thermometers are perfectly acceptable. They're just as accurate and won't cause any issues with security. 2. Prescription medications in unmarked containers. Many seniors have developed the habit of consolidating their daily medications into weekly pill organizers or transferring pills to smaller, unmarked bottles to save space. This practice, while convenient at home, can cause serious problems at airport security. TSA regulations now require that all prescription medications be in their original pharmacy-labeled containers when traveling. This rule has been tightened significantly in 2025 following incidents where passengers attempted to smuggle illegal substances by disguising them as legitimate medications. The challenge for seniors is that many take multiple medications, and carrying all those original bottles can take up significant luggage space. However, the alternative, having your medications confiscated or facing lengthy delays while security verifies your prescriptions, is far worse. What to do instead? Keep medications in original containers or ask your pharmacist for travel-size labeled bottles. For daily pill organizers, bring them in addition to, not instead of, the original containers. 3. Large bottles of liquid medications. The 3-to-1-to-1 liquid rule has been around since 2006, but many seniors assume their liquid medications are automatically exempt. While prescription liquid medications are indeed allowed in larger quantities, they must be declared at security and undergo additional screening. The problem arises when travelers don't declare these items up front. Security agents have reported numerous incidents where seniors become frustrated or confused during the additional screening process, sometimes leading to missed flights or confrontational situations. A particularly common issue involves liquid vitamins and supplements. Many seniors take liquid calcium, vitamin D, or other supplements that exceed the 3.4-ounce limit. These aren't considered prescription medications, so they fall under the standard liquid restrictions. What to do? Declare all liquid medications over 3.4 ounces at the security checkpoint. Consider switching to pill forms of vitamins and supplements for travel, or pack them in checked luggage. 4. Cordless hair. Styling tools. This one catches many senior women by surprise. Those convenient cordless curling irons and hair straighteners that run on butane cartridges or lithium batteries are now banned from checked luggage entirely as of 2025. The restriction came after several incidents where these devices caused fires in cargo holds. The lithium batteries can overheat through a process called thermal runaway, while butane cartridges are essentially pressurized containers that can explode at altitude. Margaret Thompson, a 72-year-old from Tampa, learned this the hard way when her favorite cordless curling iron was confiscated at the gate. "I'd been using that same curling iron for travel for 15 years, she said. Nobody told me the rules had changed. What to pack instead? Traditional plug-in styling tools are still allowed everywhere. If you must have cordless tools, they can only go in carry-on luggage and must have safety covers over the heating elements. Spare gas cartridges are completely banned." 5. Swiss Army knives and multi-tools. For many American men who came of age in the 1950s and 60s, a pocket knife isn't just a tool, it's part of their daily carry, as essential as a wallet or keys. Unfortunately, these beloved multi-tools are now strictly prohibited in carry-on luggage, with no exceptions. The rule isn't new, but enforcement has become much stricter in 2025. TSA agents report that Swiss Army knives and multi-tools are among the most commonly confiscated items from senior travelers, often leading to emotional reactions when these sentimental items are taken away. Robert Martinez, a 69-year-old veteran from San Antonio, had his father's World War II-era pocket knife confiscated at security. "That knife had been through 2 wars and 40 years of camping trips with my kids," he said. "I had no idea I couldn't bring it on the plane." What to do? Pack all knives and multi-tools in checked luggage only. If you're traveling with carry-on only, consider purchasing a replacement at your destination or shipping the item to yourself ahead of time. 6. Large containers of powdered substances. Many seniors travel with powdered supplements, protein powders, or even baking ingredients when visiting family. However, any powdered substance over 12 ounces, 350 milliliters, in carry-on luggage now faces additional screening and potential confiscation. This rule was implemented due to security concerns about powders being used to disguise explosive materials. While exceptions exist for baby formula and cremated remains, most other powders fall under this restriction. The confusion often arises because seniors don't think of their daily fiber supplement or protein powder as a powdered substance that could raise security flags. These items can trigger lengthy bag searches and delays, especially if the containers aren't clearly labeled. What to pack instead? Transfer powders to containers smaller than 12 ounces, or pack them in checked luggage. Make sure all containers are clearly labeled with their contents. 7. Tent stakes and camping gear. With more seniors embracing RV travel and camping in retirement, tent stakes and similar camping equipment have become common travel items. However, TSA considers tent stakes potential weapons due to their sharp-pointed design. The same restriction applies to other camping gear like ice picks, hiking poles with pointed tips, and even some types of tent repair tools. These items must go in checked luggage, which can be problematic for seniors who prefer to travel with carry-on only to avoid baggage fees and the risk of lost luggage. What to do? All pointed camping equipment must go in checked luggage. If you're flying to meet an RV or camping at your destination, consider purchasing these items locally or having them shipped ahead of time. 8. Large electronics and appliances. Many seniors like to travel with familiar appliances, their own coffee maker, a small toaster, or a heating pad for arthritis relief. However, large electronics and appliances are increasingly restricted in carry-on luggage due to both size constraints and security concerns. The issue isn't just size, it's also about lithium batteries in these devices, and the difficulty of screening complex electronics. Items like electric blankets, small appliances, and even some medical devices now require special handling, or must be checked. A common problem occurs with CPAP machines and other medical devices. While these are allowed, they require advance notification to the airline and special screening procedures that many seniors aren't aware of. What to do? Check with your airline about large electronics before traveling. Medical devices like CPAP machines are allowed, but require advance notification and may need special documentation from your doctor. 9. Homemade food in non-transparent containers. Grandparents love to travel with homemade treats for their grandchildren, cookies, fudge, or other family recipes wrapped in foil or packed in opaque containers. Unfortunately, these innocent gifts are now facing increased scrutiny at security checkpoints. The problem is that homemade items in foil or non-transparent containers can look suspicious on X-ray machines. Security agents can't easily identify what's inside, leading to bag searches and potential confiscation if the items can't be clearly identified. This has been particularly frustrating for senior travelers who take pride in bringing homemade gifts to family members. Many have had their carefully prepared treats thrown away at security, not because they were dangerous, but because they couldn't be properly screened. What to pack instead? Use clear, transparent containers for all homemade food items. Avoid foil wrapping entirely. Be prepared to open containers for inspection if requested. 10. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries. The latest travel trend of smart luggage, suitcases that can charge your phone, track their location, or even weigh themselves, has created new problems for travelers. Many airlines have now banned smart luggage with non-removable lithium batteries from both carry-on and checked luggage. The concern is the same as with other lithium battery devices: fire risk. If a battery in a smart suitcase begins to overheat or malfunction, it can pose serious dangers, particularly in the cargo hold where crew members can't immediately address the issue. Many seniors who invested in these high-tech suitcases are now finding them unusable for air travel. The batteries can't be removed, making the entire suitcase a liability. What to do? Before purchasing smart luggage, ensure the battery can be easily removed. If you already own smart luggage with non-removable batteries, check with your specific airline. Some may allow them, while others have complete bans. 11. Power banks. Over certain capacities. Portable chargers and power banks have become essential travel accessories, especially for seniors who rely on their phones for navigation, communication, and entertainment. However, not all power banks are flight safe, and the rules have become much stricter in 2025. Power banks over 160 watt-hours, 32,000 milliamp hours, are completely banned from both carry-on and checked luggage. Power banks between 100 and 160 watt-hours require airline approval before travel. Only power banks under 100 watt-hours are generally safe for carry-on without special permission. The confusion arises because many seniors don't understand these technical specifications. They see a power bank as just a phone charger, not realizing that larger capacity units can pose fire risks at altitude. What to do? Check the watt-hour rating on your power bank before traveling. When in doubt, stick to smaller capacity units under 100 watt-hours. Never pack power banks in checked luggage. They must always go in carry-on. 12. Certain over-the-counter medications in large quantities. Many seniors travel with large supplies of over-the-counter medications like aspirin, antacids, or pain relievers, especially on extended trips. However, carrying large quantities of even common medications can now raise red flags at security checkpoints. The concern is about drug trafficking and the resale of medications. While a normal-sized bottle of aspirin won't cause problems, carrying multiple large bottles or loose pills in bags can trigger additional screening and questioning. This has been particularly problematic for seniors who buy medications in bulk to save money, or who are traveling for extended periods and want to ensure they have adequate supplies. What to do? Carry reasonable quantities of over-the-counter medications in their original containers. If you need large supplies for extended travel, consider having them shipped to your destination or purchasing them locally. 13. Traditional razors and grooming tools. Many senior men still prefer traditional safety razors or straight razors over modern disposable options. Unfortunately, these classic grooming tools are now strictly prohibited in carry-on luggage due to their removable blades. The restriction extends to replacement razor blades, even when packed separately. While disposable razors and electric shavers are still allowed, traditional wet shaving equipment must go in checked luggage. This has been a particular source of frustration for seniors who have used the same shaving routine for decades and don't understand why their grooming tools are suddenly considered dangerous. What to pack instead? Disposable razors or electric shavers for carry-on travel. Traditional razors and blades must go in checked luggage. The reality is that air travel has changed dramatically, and many of these changes specifically impact items that seniors commonly travel with. From grooming essentials to medical supplies, the list of restricted items continues to grow, often catching experienced travelers off guard. The key to avoiding problems is staying informed about current regulations and planning ahead. Don't assume that because you've been traveling with certain items for years, they're still allowed. Rules change, enforcement gets stricter, and what was acceptable yesterday might be banned today. Before your next trip, take a few minutes to review the current TSA guidelines and check with your specific airline about their policies. It's much better to leave a questionable item at home than to have it confiscated at the airport, or, worse, to miss your flight because of a security delay. Remember, these rules aren't designed to make travel more difficult. They're implemented for everyone's safety. By understanding and following them, you can ensure that your travel experience remains smooth and enjoyable, just like it should be in your golden years. If this video helped you avoid a potential travel nightmare, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other travelers who might benefit from this information. The rules are constantly changing, and the more people who know about these restrictions, the fewer surprises we'll all face at the airport. And speaking of travel surprises, you won't believe what happened when new TSA screening procedures caught thousands of travelers off guard last month. Click on this video to see the 5 new security rules that are causing chaos at airports nationwide. Because being prepared is always better than being surprised.